Right then, time to get on with the sidecar race here at Brands Hatch. Let's hand over to our excellent commentary team of James Whittam and Barry Nutley.
Oh, thank you, Tony. A 10-lapper ahead of us. This championship could not be tighter. 42 points, the gap at the top. They're the only two guys who can win it. Holland can draw level. We've got double points, 50 points for each of two races on today's programme. Well, the sun's been kind to us. It's cold out there. This is a 10-lapper. It's a long way, as I say. Everybody on Avon tyres. Track temperature getting chillier by the minute. But the championship is about the number 49 outfit in the middle of your picture. To the left, you can see number 72. Oh, God. I've just had a sprint from the grid. I've been down there to see the boys, and I can tell you, I'm breathless. They must be breathless. The nerves at this point. And away they go. Away they go. Steinhausen and Reeves. Roger Lovelock slotted into third there. Terrific stuff. Lovelock into third. Sean Hegarty going with him. Oh, big spin. Oh, dear. That is Mark Edwards. Mark Edwards, Ian Drown. Oh, dear me. That's the Kawasaki of Mark Edwards and Lee Barrett. And Ian Drown has lost his wheel arch already at Paddock Hill Bend. There's huge, huge drama. Look at the number 72 outfit, Scott Lorry. The gap between him and the guy in fourth place at the moment, as we're on one lap of 10, is just 8 points he's got to do. 42 points the gap. If he can beat him by 8 points, it's game over. I personally want to see it go to the final race on today's programme. Tim Reeves, 4 times world champion, leads. Jörg Steinhausen, runner-up in the world with him as well. Once the nerves have gone and everybody settles down on these early laps of this 10-lapper, then we're going to see the race unfold. Reeves, Steinhausen, Hegarty, Lovelock, Scott Lorry, number 72, did not have the best of starts. Reeves and Steinhausen. Yesterday, Reeves did a 1:30.4, which is unbelievably quick round here. Oh, Steinhausen, a hand in the air from his passenger, Greg Clues. Is there a problem with the BMW of Steinhausen? I don't know. Clues' hand went up in the air. James Whittam was just joining.
It looks quick, and it has been a quick bike, as that quick outfit as that BMW motored one.
Well, quick in a straight line, the other. Let's have a look at this shunt at the start. Now, there was a big shunt coming into the top of Paddock Hill Bend. Look further down the order for the Kawasaki, number 6.
Yep.
What happened? Mark Edwards, number 6.
3 into 1.
He's out of shore. He's gone wide. He spun it. He spun it all right into the path of the oncoming traffic.
That was really lucky, that. He only just got clipped, not clobbered. It could have been a lot worse. Watch him as on the outside, gets clipped, spins it, and who hits him? There, look. Oh, yeah, and sorry, out of shot. It was a bit worse than I thought, that.
Ian Drown and Ken Edwards, the number 170 white outfit there, but their game is over. Meanwhile, not so for Tim Reeves at the front. This man has been almost in a class of his own. I know it's a cliche, James, but Reevesy this year, 4 times a world champion, really, really clicked this year.
Yeah, strange fella, Reeves, as well. Really quite funny, but quite dry. You never really see him with much of a sort of grin on his face, but he's always a very dry sense of humour. Always trying to get me in the sidecar with him. I think just to try and scare me, really.
Well, I said to him in one interview, I said, we need a bad guy in this championship, and we need a good guy. And he said, who am I? I said, you're both of them.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. He's kind of he's really funny, but you don't know he's taking the mick when he is doing it.
Andy Peach, number 4. Andy Peach looking good. Steinhausen and Andy Peach locked in a fantastic scrap here. It's Lovelock then in third. Roger Lovelock. I can remind you, if Roger Lovelock beats Scott Lorry, number 72, who at the moment is in 7th place by 8 points or more, it's a done deal.
Yep.
That's what we're talking about.
In this race.
In this race, you're quite right.
Yeah,
double points.
Double points, yeah.
Now Steinhausen, of course, he can throw a spanner in the works as well. If he wriggles the BMW past number 49, Roger Lovelock, which he's trying hard to do as they go along the bottom into Surtees. Surtees straight into Surtees, up now, heading out into the country. Accelerating hard, the BMW. This is where you'll see the speed, James. Look at that.
Yeah, and it is quick. Look at that. It's pulled probably 3 outfits length down that straight and gets past quite easy.
Into Hawthorne. Roger Lovelock won't like being shoved back a place. That shoveled him back. Scott Lorry needs to pile on the coals. He's right at the back of this bunch, behind Ben Holland, the yellow and black outfit. So the number 72 of Scott Lorry is doing almost what he needs to do.
Just about.
Just about. And don't forget, the further back down the order Roger Lovelock goes, the smaller the number of points he scores.
Exactly. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
There's no big money down there.
Even though it's double points, yeah, it does drop off as you get back down towards, 1 point for 15.
So lucky with the weather here at Brands. Oh, there comes Scott Lorry. Scott Lorry lunging through on the inside of Ben Holland.
That's pushed him wide.
So the man from Kirkliston means business. Up another place goes Scott Lorry. He's now got Roger Lovelock in his sights. He's ahead of him in that bunch, and he'll be able to see. That's a problem. You shouldn't have a green outfit when you're a target, should you?
You're going to be easy to spot, aren't you?
You are going to be easy to spot. Hegarty, number 33 from Steinhausen. Then it's Lovelock. Number 4, Andy Peach and Charlie Richardson. And then it's Scott Lorry and James Neve. Peach having a go now, doing everything he can to spoil Roger Lovelock's party.
Yeah, there's a lot of different forces going through here as a rider on these sidecar outfits than there is as a solo. Oh, and Steinhausen completely sideways there. That's lost him driving on the straight, but I don't think it'll matter because that BM is quick.
It's also got traction control, which helps on the right hand as it stops pushing the front away, and he's alongside Sean Hegarty. Sean Hegarty, Callum Lawson there in second place at the moment, and he's so quick. A double win here for Sean Hegarty earlier in the season in their return ride after a 4-year layoff.
Yeah, and I remember I called him a little bit fat within the commentary, and whether it's that done it, but he has lost a lot of weight. He's on his bike, he's in the gym.
And is that where you got the black eye from?
Yeah, I kept out of his way actually because I know somebody told him.
Well, terrific scrap this. The battle for second. Steinhausen in third. Then it's Lovelock. Then it's Peach. And Scott Lorry, look at Scott Lorry, he's closing now. Scott Lorry is going to keep this championship alive until we get to the second race this afternoon. Race leader Tim Reeves, almost academic, dare I say, out there in front.
You know, he's done a 1 minute 30 second lap in this race, and when you look at that, that's probably 4 seconds slower than a solo, and the power to weight that the solo has an advantage over these. So here we go, Steinhausen up the inside into Drew. Is that clean?
That's really clean, a good move, but Hegarty fighting back, but Steinhausen's got the line there at Graham Hill Bend. Lovelock and Peach. Scott Lorry went a little bit wide, but is he going to have a lunge at Surtees? Scott Lorry can see that green outfit. If he stays where he is, this championship is going to be alive. It's going to be alive. 42 points the lead, 8 points. This man, the number 49, needs 8 points to seal it in this race.
Yeah.
And he ain't going to do it in that position.
He's not.
Look at Scott Lorry. Look at Scott Lorry. Oh, Roger Lovelock said to me, I've got to keep Scott Lorry behind me. Well, he's doing that, but only just because Andy Peach now is the spanner in the works. He is the filling in the sandwich. Suzuki, 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 all three of them in those three. BMW at the head of the pack, then it's Suzuki.
And I can tell you, to get back on the back of that pack, Lorry has got the quickest lap of the race, 1:30.9, just slightly quicker than the leaders Reeves and Hawes have managed earlier in this race, but they don't need to go any quicker, you see. They can just settle back now. They've got nearly a 4-second advantage over second place man.
Lorry is past.
Just
Scott Lorry. Oh no, he's not. Andy Peach is up the end. Scott Lorry has got it. Scott Lorry has got past. The next man to fall under the Scott Lorry hammer could be Roger Lovelock and Rick Lawrence. This is what championships are all about. 8 hard-fought rounds, James, and here we are, just like the solos coming down to the wire.
Yeah, and Scott Lorry is the man on the move here. He's able to lap as quick as anybody else when he gets a bit of clear track. He hasn't got clear track now, but it is his championship rival, Lovelock, right in front of him.
And you are going to see that number 49 outfit be as wide as a petrol tanker in a minute. He just make himself as wide as he possibly can to keep his pit board will be telling him that the man behind him is Scott Lorry. Scott Lorry and James Neve from Scotland. Lovelock and Lawrence from Marlborough and Kingsclear, Hampshire, respectively.
Yeah, talking about a 1:30 lap from a couple of these guys. And you know, when you consider they're a lot heavier, they've got less power than the superbikes, and the whole kit and caboodle with the two riders, obviously a lot heavier, so they're slower accelerating, slower on the straights. But to do that 1:30, they've got to be quicker in some of the corners. So they're cracking on these things.
Well, over the start-finish line in qualifying, Ricky Stevens did 137 miles an hour at the finish line over the speed trap, and Brands in places where the speed traps are actually aren't the fastest part of the circuit.
They're not, but that's over the start and finish where a superbike would be doing possibly 165, so about 30 miles an hour up on that.
Corner speed is where they gain. Look at this battle. Lovelock and Lawrence then, they're going to get the hurry-up call from their pit wall. The green outfit, number 49, alongside Sean Hegarty and Callum Lawson, number 33, who came into this championship in a good, strong position, having only started scoring at the midway point.
I've got to say, away up here we go.
Scott Lorry!
He can't stop it, he can't stop it. He can't stop it.
That is desperation for you.
You know when somebody comes past you going that much quicker than you, it's possibly going to end in a little bit of tears. Well, look how much quicker he comes through. What we're looking at now.
Mercifully, he didn't spin, because that is a point where you can quite easily spin. Let's take a look. Here comes Scott Lorry having a good old run. Oh dear. Right.
While we've got time, I've got to say hello to my old mate Paul Shoesmith up there in Manchester, or he won't let me saying that. He really says he's a Cheshire boy, but I would say he's up there in Stockport watching us, and get well soon. He broke his pelvis in a road circuit in Germany called Froberg a couple of weeks ago. He's a bit second-hand, but he's still got a smile on his face. Get well soon, Shuey lad.
Go on, Shuey. Now watch this, mate. Look at Scott Lorry again. Now it's... Oh, that's it. That's it. That's a replay of that move. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. Now, he's learned a little bit of a lesson possibly from that.
Not much of one with a look at this.
Oh, look at this now. Hegarty is on the back of Jörg Steinhausen. Steinhausen, Hegarty, side by side with Steinhausen. And right in the mix, Roger Lovelock and Scott Lorry, the championship protagonists. And I have to call them that. Steinhausen let the brakes off and ran on hot there. This is where the scrap is.
Here we go. Hegarty up the inside. Oh, Steinhausen's out. That's why. There's something wrong. You might have been right early on. You know, you said they might have had a problem with that BMW outfit earlier on.
Oh,
and I think they finished now. Oh! Callum Lawson is out of Hegarty's outfit. That was a left-hander. Where's Hegarty? Oh, there he is. Mercifully okay. Well, he's okay. What about young Callum? He must have had a flick. Let's have a look. Oh! He missed the handhold. He did. That's exactly. He wants to stay lying down and not trying to get up before while he's still doing 70 miles an hour. He missed the handhold. Is he all right? Well, it was a big bump. Mercifully, he'll be okay. Race leaders, Tim Reeves. Yep, he's all right. Ashley Horse. Oh, good lad. Callum. You missed the handhold. Well, Sean, unlucky. He just missed the handhold. You're lucky you didn't put it on its roof, because you were throwing it into a left-hander. Exactly, yeah. And yeah, without the weight of the passenger there, that's not good. So what's that done at the front? What it has done, of course, it's given Roger Lovelock the opportunity to get into double figures and maybe get a bigger bag full of points. But now Andy Peach is ahead again of Scott Lorry. So Andy Peach is right in the mix here, making things difficult for Scott Lorry's championship aspirations. 72 Scott Lorry has got to get a move on, and he has not got long to do it before he sees the last lap flag. Yeah, he's got this lap and another one, that's it. Well, it's breathtaking stuff, always entertainment value added, I can tell you. The Eastern Airways F1 Sidecar Championship. Ben Holland, Lee Watson in the background, running in 6th place. All these bikes, 1 litre sports bike engines, about 200 brake horse, maybe about 190 for some of them. As it stands, 3:11, 55, do the sums. Will 50 points get it? No, it won't. No, it's game over. Yeah, it is. It's game over if things stay the way they are. Scott Lorry needs to do something about Andy Peach. And there are no team orders in this game, because everybody is at daggers drawn. Roger Lovelock and Rick Lawrence then on their way. They don't mind being referred to as veterans. They are the oldest combined ages of any competitors out there, vastly experienced, former British champions in the past, but since the F1 Sidecar Championship has been elevated to its status running here with BSB, this is the run he wants to win. Andy Peach, Charlie Richardson then next time round will be the last lap flag, and Scott Lorry has really got to get a move on, because Jörg Steinhausen is in his wheel tracks. Scott's going to have to throw caution to the wind now. What's he going to do, James? Come on. Well, it doesn't look like he can do any more than what he's doing, to be honest. Lovelock, Lawrence getting away. There you have it.
Championship leaders since the opening round, these guys, and what a great job they've done. Oh, running wide though, up onto the curb, Lovelock and Lawrence, just a little bit ragged. Andy Peach and Charlie Richardson looking good. And Scott Lorry, James Neave, this is when they've got to do it. Is there anything left in his locker? What do you think?
Well, we're going to find out now. We've got half a lap left. Blue flag's out for a back marker. That's the leader, Reeves and Hawes, going through.
What a great
This
display.
is a battle.
This is the battle. Oh, Andy Peach. Now that will put a different complexion on things. If Andy Peach can muscle past Roger Lovelock, it will put a totally different complexion on things, and it will push this thing. I saw a hand.
Yeah, hang on. I'm not sure whether there's...
James Neave got a problem there?
I don't know.
Yes, they've gone.
Yeah, they have.
Scott Lorry and James Neave have retired on the final lap, handing the championship, and he was in the championship winning position anyway, to Roger Lovelock and Rick Lawrence.
There you go.
Oh, what a catastrophe. James Neave and Scott Lorry's championship bid expires on the final lap with a mechanical problem. What drama. Let's not detract from a stunning victory by Tim Reeves and Ashley Hawes. There it is. What about that? Looking behind, they don't know. Have we won it? Rick Lawrence is saying, have we won it? Yes, we won it. It's sunk in. Look at that. They are champions. 2012 Eastern Airways British Sidecar F1 champions, Roger Lovelock and Rick Lawrence. Scott Lorry and James Neave sadly retired on the last lap after giving us, James, a fantastic race.
Absolutely, but with half a lap to go, retiring out of like 2 or 3 places behind where they needed to be, they weren't going to affect the championship from there. There they go.
6th place, Ricky Stevens and Ryan Charwell. You asked me earlier what age, 27 and 24, the youngest combined ages of any crew out there.
There you go.
That's good.
Yep.
The customary handstand in the chair then from Rick Lawrence. Roger Lovelock getting a slap on the back. You don't get any more money for it, mate. You still get the normal prize money. But look at that. They are champions. And what a way to lose it.
Says it all.
What a way to lose it. That is sad. That is very, very sad. James Neave pushing the thing home. They were that close. Roger Lovelock and Rick Lawrence, they wrapped it up. That is looking good for them. Fantastic. One more race to go then this afternoon for the F1 Sidecars. The championship won. They can do it.
They can go and enjoy that.
Oh, they can enjoy it. They can relax. Steve Kershaw, Rob Wilson, number 29, coming over the hill. That was a steady run for them. 10th place. Johan Reuterholt, 9th. Whew, terrific. Everybody's popular winner, these guys. Some of the friendliest faces in the paddock. And if you're down that way, James, you want a cup of tea, that's the place to go.
Why did they make a good brew?
They make a good brew. A really good brew, lad. Wonderful confirmation of that enthralling race. An empty victory for Tim Reeves because he was so far ahead, nearly 8 seconds. Championship done and dusted. Lovelock and Lawrence, 2nd place and 20 points, 40 points. What am I saying? They've done it. Peach, Richardson, Holland and Watson. That's good for them. 4th. Steinhausen, all sorts of problems. Ricky Stevens and Ryan Charwood, 6th. Bygrave and Napton, the Bill-based BMW boys. Craig Chaplow, and actually had Pat Farrance in the chair this weekend. Reuterholt and Steve Kershaw, 10th. Stuart Muldoon, one of our organisers, having a run out with Phil Napton. He did well. Roger Body, series organiser, 12th. Gary Horsepole, and Phil. His name escapes me, but it wasn't big, so I can tell you that. Phil Hyde, sorry. Scott Lorry credited with 14th, and Rod Robinson, Nick Webb. Hegarty's, you saw what happened. And Andy Winkle in the chair, John Holden. Archer and Grimes newcomers. Edwards and Barrett, what a shunt they had with drama. Well, here we are then. We have one more race on our programme today in this season, but 311, they cannot be overhauled even with a 50-point package up for grabs. Scott Lorry consolidated. Reeves then, he could nick 2nd in the championship from Scott Lorry the way things are going. Holland will be happy with 4th.